Welcome to runBoss. This application has two main functions. One is an advanced stopwatch and the other is a cross-country scoring application. Both of these functions use voice activation to enhance their performance. Let's look at the cross-country scoring first. I'm going to go right into the help guide and we'll walk through the pages of that to familiarize you with the features that are available. So as you would expect, as you enter in a list of team names, you enter them in the order as they're finishing the race, and we'll be able to quickly determine the scores of the teams that are in the race. So the way this functions once you launch the application is you say the word boss, and a voice recognition box will come up, and you speak the names of the teams as you see them. Now if you it will allow you to continue to recognize team names as long as you keep talking. The moment you stop, it will close the recognizer and add those team names to the list. So while you're watching a meet and you want to score it, you just continually say boss, the list of the team names, and then you pause. When you're ready to add more teams, you say the word boss and then add the team names and continue. Now what we found in testing this application is that the real limitation is how quickly you as an observer can identify the names of the runners coming in. For example, if you had a pack of 5 or 6 runners coming in, it will be very difficult to quickly rattle off the 5 names as you're trying to figure out who's in the front, what teams they're from. You know, some uniforms don't even have team names, so it's going to be a little bit difficult. However, this application will accept the names as quickly as you can read them in. So if you're very good at observing, or if you have a race that's well spread out, you'll be able to use this quite successfully. The application has also been tested, as I'm going to demonstrate. I'm going to just read results from a previous race, and it can accept the names as quickly as you can read them in. So the way this application works then is as you read in the team names, the application will compare them to the team list. And once you've got enough runners in the stack to have a team score, you can push the score meet button and it'll give you the scores of all the teams that have at least 5 runners in the race. As I mentioned earlier, you have the quick team button that will quickly enter in an entry. You can see here a few were entered in just to demonstrate that the team creates a placeholder that you can later fill in. Now in traditional cross-country fashion, runners 6 and 7 will displace, but the 8th runner will not. It won't count towards the score. When you're done gathering all the information, the race is over, you can email the results to yourself using the email button. There's also some settings that you can change that we'll talk about in a moment. And there's also the team list. Okay, so we can add teams to that team list, which will allow us to edit the team list. And once you're done, you can also clear the teams to start again. So when you hit the email button, a pre-formatted email will come up. There's slash delimited all the information. You can see here it has both the scores at the start, and then at the end it'll have the full stack of results. So you can email this to yourself. The email results are not available for the light version of this software. You need to buy the full version in order to have this. So let's test this application. Boss, Strath, Conestoga, Strath, Conestoga, Harriton, Strath, Harriton, Garnet, Upper, Conestoga. Boss, Lower, Harriton, Pencrest, Haverford, Conestoga, Ridley, Upper, Garnet, Conestoga, Harriton. Boss, Conestoga, Strath, Strath, Conestoga, Radnor, Lower, Harriton, Harriton, Upper, Harriton. Boss, Ridley, Haverford, Penn, Garnet, Lower, Marple, Lower, Haverford, Upper, Haverford. So you can see there I entered in 40 names and scored the meet and compared this to the actual results from the real meet, and they came in right on. When you first receive the application, the team list is pre-populated with teams from the Central League of Pennsylvania. These will be good for demo purposes, but when you're ready to score a real meet, you're going to want to have a team list that reflects the teams that are in the race that you're scoring. So you go ahead and clear the teams. I've already done that. And when you're ready, you want to add the teams. Now you can read the team list off. You only need the first name of each of the teams in your league, and we'll go back later then and add in some more second and third words into the team name so that they're printed correctly when you're actually scoring the race. Now recall that we have to have a unique first name. So if you're going to have north, south, and west, that's fine. If you have north central, south central, east central, that's not a problem. But if you have a bunch of schools that are Upper Darby, Upper Marion, you're going to have you're going to have to come up with something unique to differentiate. Maybe use the second word of the team name instead. Conestoga, Strath, Harriton, Upper, Garnet, Lower, Haverford, Ridley, Pencrest, Radnor, Marple, Springfield. So I'm going to go now and change Strathaven, and Upper Darby. Upper Darby. Haverford Township. Lower Marion. So once you're satisfied with the team list, you hit the Save Teams button and it will save the teams list. Now those teams are ready so that when you're now scoring the meet, they will compare whatever you're saying, the words you're saying get compared against that team list name. And if you say the name of any team, then it will be added into the scoring. Welcome to runBoss. This timing utility, you start it by pushing on the stopwatch button in the upper left corner. This will take you to the timer page, and you push the start timer button when you're ready to start the race. The race time will be recorded along with the date. Once the race gets going, you can take splits using a voice split or a quick split. The voice split will record the times and then launch a voice recognizer that you can use to enter in the name, or you can use comments. You can comment on the race at that time. If you use the quick split function, you'll get a quick split and it'll be recorded with that name. You can go back later and change the name, and this is in there so that you can take lots of splits quickly. When you have a lot of runners coming in, you don't have time to speak their names. You can also go back and change any of the entries, give them more relevant names or fix names that didn't quite get recognized. Once you enter a lot of entries, you can scroll up and down. And when you're finished, you go ahead and push the email button, and the email application will come up, and then you can see that all the data has been entered in a /delimited format, and then you can send that to any email that you'd like. There's lots of features available within the settings menu. You can autofill the email so that it always comes up sending to the same person. You can also modify the buttons so that you get positive feedback, both sound and animation, so you can keep your focus on the action. You can also change images, so you can associate images with the runners' names. You can also modify the home screen by changing the background image to any image within your gallery. And there's also an About button there giving more information regarding this program. So I'm going to demonstrate some of these features that are available to you. Here we're changing the background image to start the home page, and you can pick any image that's in your gallery and it'll be saved as the background. So during this timing event that you're going to watch next, you'll see that the buttons, they're animated, and there's also sounds that are being associated that you're not hearing right now. For instance, the text to sound function is saying timer started and saying voice split, speak now, and saying quick split, just to give you a good positive feedback that you're hitting the button you think you're hitting. If at any time you do name a runner with the name delete or remove, that entry will be removed. So you can, if you pick one by mistake, you can remove it from the list. So here you see I'm changing some of the race names from quick split to comments regarding the race. Once you've finished emailing the results to yourself, you can start another race right afterwards and append it on, or you can hit the clear settings option. The clear splits option will clear the entire field and also will reset the time. Here's just showing that email that was sent just a moment ago, and you can see the results formatted in the email body. Thank you.